So in this video, I want to have a look at the limitation Lord Reid put on affirming contracts following White and Carter and McGregor case, because in the White and McGregor case, really it's putting an incentive for the innocent party to keep on going on with the obligations of the contract, even though, it's a waste of money and time, and it doesn't make sense to do so, and to a certain extent it's unfair on the other party. So basically what he said was that they would only be allowed to claim the contractual price, as they had done in White and Carter, if the innocent party had a legitimate interest to perform the contract. There has to be an interest there. Otherwise, they're just doing it for the sake of it. Now, you might argue, what was the legitimate legitimate interest in White and Carter? But it might be because it's a commercial contract and they had secured the place on the litter bin and they couldn't find another client, so that was their legitimate interest in performing the contract, or the litter bins wouldn't have any other advertisement. You could say that. But I'm going to now talk about a case where it failed to establish a legitimate interest, and thus they weren't allowed to claim the contractual price, as had been done in White and Carter. So in the Alaskan Trader 1984, now it has a long name, so these are the shorter ones, and again it's to do with ships. So what happened is that an anticipatory breach was followed by an affirmation of the contract, but that affirmation was said to be wholly unreasonable. Now what happened is that some charterers had hired a ship for 24 months. After 12 months, so half the time, the ship needed repairs, and they had already said that actually we don't need the ship anymore. But what happened is after the contractual date, they looked to get the contractual price from the people they had hired the ship from. But this was not deemed to be acceptable, and the reason why it wasn't acceptable was because why were you continuing to perform the contract so you could claim the contractual price? You didn't actually need the ship, because you already said that you no longer need the ship. So you have to have a legitimate interest to do so. And I think this makes more sense, because it's not putting perverse incentives out there for people to continue in time wasting and money wasting contracts just to get some kind of contractual price at the end. There should be some kind of system, and I think that Lord Reid's limitation is a good way of doing this. Thank you for watching.